Good morning, everybody. As you can see in here, I've got the Dodge just hooked up to the trailer. It's running. I saw an ad on Facebook, or on Marketplace, excuse me. There's an ad on Marketplace for a flail chopper. The one that showed us a Gehl. I'm going to go look at that and see if it's the right one for well, Gearbox, because it's in worse shape than mine. So as far as rust goes, hopefully the Gearbox is the right one and I can pick that up. However, the guy that has it, I talked to him just a few minutes ago. He said that there's another guy that called an hour before me and he was interested in going to come look at it. So about an hour, 15, hour and a half away from this place. I don't know if I'm going to race. First one there gets it. First one with cash, I don't know. But then he said he also has a New Holland in the, stuffed in the grass. The kid that was mowing with it last year, I guess it was, it started making a noise and started smoking. So that guy said he thinks it sounds like it could be just belt. So, you know, if the Gehl doesn't work out, you know, maybe this is the New Holland 38 I'm looking for. So let's get in the truck and hit the road and see if we get there first. So I picked up my brother and we went to Salvaging County down to Walker Valley, and what the... Oh, what just happened? Well, I did a thing. I got a hold of that guy, like I said. Picked up my brother. We went down to Salvaging County. It's the next county down. Went down to Walker Valley, which is east of Mount Vernon. Drove out in the field, got a little mud on the tires, and we got there first. However, the guy gave that guy first choice. So we got there, we looked at the New Holland. It's a 36 and it had no spout. And then we looked at this. This is a 72B, mine's a 72C, and I think that gearbox is gonna be the right size or the right fit. There are some subtle differences. This is like a model before mine. I think they started with a 72A, then a B, then a C, then a 7200. And this should be, it's not exactly the same, but it should be right. So yeah, we got down there. 10 minutes later, the first guy showed up. He looked over both of them. He decided he wanted the New Holland. We took the Gehl and got the heck out of there. Started to rain, got a little hail on us. Yeah, here's my money maker right there. So we got there first. We still got, or the guy passed on it. We still got the deal on this. So I'm not even going to take this off the trailer. As you see, there's no spout. The sheet metal on the back is gone. The auger is gone, so you can see right down to the blades. See right into the housing. There's supposed to be knives on here to chop it and blow it up the spout. The knives are gone, so I was going to grab those. Since they're not there, I can't have them. I'm going to take both wheels. There and there. I'm going to take that gearbox and that little short W joint drive shaft, and then I'm going to take the or the PTO shaft, and then I'm going to see if I can get some knives out of here. It's just a cotter pin right there, and then you should be able to knock the shaft out, and then the blades will fall off. So I hope I can get those out. I'm going to try and do that this weekend. Monday, then I'll just, like I said, I'm going to leave this on the trailer and I'll get everything off, and then Monday I'll take it to the scrapyard. There's really nothing left. So anyway, let's get to cutting, and let's get the parts off, and we'll get this off to scrap. A little progress. I've gone through 4 heat cycles on that. You can see right there at the top side of the chisel, at that side. I went from, I don't know, 1/8 inch maybe 3/16, because this kind of curves under a little bit, but it is stuck on there. I'm getting close to getting a cutoff wheel and just cutting this yoke, but I was kind of hoping to keep the yoke. We'll see what happens. Got the PTO shaft off. That didn't take too long. I see this shaft looked like it broke here at some point, and then they just welded this on here. I'm thinking the gears in my box are still good. I just need the case. Yeah, just the case. We'll see. I'll try one more heat cycle on that yoke and see if I can slide it out. If I can, then I'll start working on this side so I get the whole shaft off. I don't have my tripod with me, so I can't set you up to watch, so I'll keep you updated. Well, I did a 4th heat cycle with a torch. Been spraying oil on the shaft that's going from the gearbox into the yoke. Cool the shaft down. You want that to shrink down. You want this to swell up and break the rust seal. I got to a point where I couldn't do anything else. I was about ready to give up. And then I started taking this and I put it up against that bolt. And I took that and drove it in this way. So that one, well, I just had them flip-flop. Now now I need the smaller chisel over here, and I've got that wedged in there about halfway out, so I'll finish up. There we go. It's off. It's the gearbox I needed, or I hope I need. It does look like the right case. I just might have to, I know I have to replace that seal there. While I'm in it, I'll replace that seal there, and I might replace that shaft. We'll see how that looks when I get it apart later on. Now I'm going to try for a little bit to get the rest of that yoke off and see if I can keep it as a spare part. Well, getting that double yoke off is harder than getting that gearbox off, so to take a little break from that, I'm going to cut some of these blades off. It's on a big piece of round stock, the key on the end, but it is so rusty. Like, I'm just going to take my grinder with the cutoff wheel. I'm going to cut right next to it and then just try and bump them open a little bit. So let me get up here. Let's see what we can do. Cut that one blade just a little bit. Not bad. Well, this is not as easy as I'd hoped. Boy, that is one tough cookie there. I'm afraid that these round stock pieces are just They're in there tight for keeps. Try cutting on the other side. There we go. That's one. Holy moly. Yep. Let's see if we try her again, huh? It's getting hot. Melted right through my glove. Should have had all the leather glove on. Yeah, I guess I'm not cut all the way through just yet. Maybe some more on this side. Wow, shoot, I thought that for sure was it. Oh, a couple love taps. That's what we need. There we go. Does not... I mean, they're not new, but what if I lose a blade or wear one out? I mean, it's not likely. I probably only need about a few of each of these things. Well, if I could knock that pin out, that'd be just dandy. Let's see what we got here. It's not going to fit. I mean, now my punch is stuck, but there. Get you in here. There we go. That's what I'm dealing with there. Just cut through on both sides, comes right out. And look how rusty that is. That looks like this thing sat next to a manure pit or a lagoon. You know what I mean? It is just terrible. So anyway, I'm gonna cut a few more of those off, lefts and rights, and then I'll be back. Well, I since I'm cutting round stock, I might as well just cut that shaft off. I'll show you. I'm just gonna cut this off right here. And then later on I can mess with it if I decide that I do need it. If I do break mine, I'll have this as a spare because I don't know where I'd find one. I'm sure, you know, like the gearbox that was right here, they make 90-degree gearboxes, but you know, it's where are you going to find them? How do you match it up? I guess I'm not clever enough for that. So same thing with this. I can always use a torch to get that shaft out. And after I get this off, then I'm going to cut the belt so I don't get dinged for having any rubber on this thing when I take it to scrap. So let's get this cut. Blade's getting a little short. Let's see if we can pry this off. It's pretty close. Maybe we'll use a hammer. Oh, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna pass right in front of you. Get my hammer. Excuse my legs. Excuse you. Oh. Sorry about the bump. All right, here we go. You know what? The heck with beating on it. Let's just turn this so it's at the top, right? There we go. Hope it'll stay. Okay, that's all I can cut there. Rotation. Oh, maybe, there we go. We got it. So I can always use a torch to blow that out. I have to be careful. Keyway's right there. Shoot, I don't even see the key. Yeah, I didn't even cut through a key. There's no fresh metal right there. There's no fresh metal where the key should be. So, all right, we'll cut the belts. Quarter out of the way. Okay, so if you're asking why didn't he save the belts, well, I got brand new belts on my chopper. I got different belts, different size pulleys on my chopper. Mine's a three belt pulley, and this is only a 2. So these belts, I mean, they're dry cracked. They probably would have worked for a little bit, but you have to take the gearbox off to change your belts, and if you're going to do that, you might as well get new belts. Granted, the 3 that I got were about $100 for all 3 of them. What was that, last year? So, all right, next step is I want these wheels and tires. I took a tractor in last year and they dinged me $10 for one front tire, about the same size as these tires here, and they're good rims, so it could be a good spare. I know they're dry rotted a bit, but they're still holding air. So we'll get set up and we'll get those taken off. Well, I busted all the lug nuts loose. I'll show you on the other end something else you gotta take loose. This end, you can just jack it up and you can just undo the bolts, take the wheel off. The other end, you have to, well, I'll show you when we get down there. But, so, the right adapter in there for that. Got my high lift jack. It's a lot lighter than a hydraulic jack. More. There we go. And when I set it down, it should set down on the skid. See how this works. Ooh, I'm gonna get some nice lug bolts too. So as rusty as everything was, I thought for sure that these things would be, I thought I was going to have to use a torch or just leave the wheels on. But I put, you can see the threads on the studs on the back side over here. So I put some oil on it. There we go. See if it's stuck. Not bad. So I paid $100 for this thing. I've got a gearbox so far that I cannot find anywhere. I took that double yoke. I got some blades. I only took 3 lefts, 3 rights. I'm gonna get 2 good, decent rims, and the lug studs or bolts. Tires that hold air. Not much more than that. They're black and they round and they hold air. Like I said, they are. Well, let's take a look. Get you in close. See, they're dry rotted. Like I said, they hold air. This is the better one of the two. Come set you up down here. And this is what I was going to show you. Oh, right there. Comfortable? All right. So on this one, we have to take these bolts off, which you can see I already got them busted loose. These are going to be a little stickier. The bottom one, you can see they're rusty. And that'll get this plate off. Here's your lug bolts. I busted those loose. They were a lot tougher. And then right here, get you in an angle. Right here is the cotter key. If I take that cotter key out, then this plate will slide off the axle and that rim will come right off. So that is the plan. Let me get, let's see, I need to get a pair of pliers and then we'll get that cotter pin out. All right, so I got the pliers. Bend these straight as possible, or you just snap them off, just like that. Ouch. Gotta be careful. There we go, it's starting to bend. Oh, that wants to snap off too. Well, this is not looking good. There's a little bit left. Let's see if we can get that. Oh, that's not looking. Oh, there she goes. That, or I'm gonna twist her off. I'm not sure which. Yeah, twists off. I don't know what's gonna happen then. Well, now, come on. Get dirty. It does not look like it's going to bust loose. However, I could always use a punch or drift pin or something to knock that out, but I'd rather snap this end off and go the other way. So, I'll continue to snap, well, try and snap this off. I mean, come on now. How much more twisting do I have to do? You know, what this thing needs to understand is I'm not asking anymore. I know I don't have the proper tools to not ask, but Oh, there. Now it understands. So now I'm gonna have to get a drift pin, punch that out so I can get this off that axle. All right, that's the next step. So, a couple choices on punches. I doubt either one's gonna work. If not, we'll get the cutoff wheel. We'll just cut that axle off. All right. Okay, that's the wrong choice. Ooh, you're kind of close. You okay there? I think I just bumped you. Yeah, and this punch is long. I can't get no swing. So, we'll get all this stuff out of the way. And we'll get the cutoff wheel over here. So, before I cut this and take these bolts off to get the plate out of the way to get those studs right there, there's 4 of them on these rims. I need to set you up because I need to move this jack. And if you've never worked a high lift jack, you need to be careful because this here, under load, will try and knock your teeth out. I kind of like my teeth. I have all of mine so far. So there's a little lever here. Knock that down. That's gonna, you're gonna ratchet and it's gonna go down. And there's a skid up there where the flail is that should sit down on the skid, and then on the hitch up there. If not, then we'll figure something out. If I want to go up, just flip that lever up. So anyway, let's go down, see how she sits. I could have used a hydraulic jack, but they're kind of heavy. You have to go all the way up. There's 2 pins that walk in and out of all these holes. That's how it steps. Oh, I might be in trouble. Running out of holes. Oh, starting to sit down on something. Oh, just made it. All right, come down here, get my switch. At this point, I can slide the whole thing up. It's gonna stay. I'm gonna start to lift the thing up. Oh, let's go forward. I don't want to go forward. I just want to go up. Alright, so this might be an issue. We'll have to be careful. Okay, I'm going to set you up over here, off to the side. Hopefully I don't spray you with sparks again. Plug this in again. Notice I don't have a face shield. I need to get one, but I'm going to stand off to the side because I don't have to see what I'm doing. Alright, that's cut enough. These out of the way. That's one. Two. Three. There we go. before. Hammer love. Goes out of the way. Some lovely fine thread. That's cut. Now we'll try and back these out. Doesn't like the rust. Oh, careful now. Try and, I don't know. It's wanting to fall forward on me. Be careful with that. Oh, there's one stud. Oh, almost done. Okay, she's stuck. Don't believe it's going to go too far. It's not going to slide off the trailer or anything. It's not cooperating, is it? There we go. Okay, one more. I don't know. I have to set this down. That drop. Another bite on it. Hang on to it. No, you don't want to come off. Go to that flat spot there on the tire. Not quite. Could try lubing the threads. Lube the backside again. Wash some rust off. Put that back on. We'll try going forward a little bit. Try and work that lube in. Alright, so that's not big enough. Back to the Manuel version. There she comes. There we go. Now, I don't remember if I can fit that tire through here, so I might have to take plate off on the back side. I don't care if that flexes. So, see if I can pivot that out of there. Get that valve stem away from it. Those bolts don't look any friendlier than these lug bolts were, and they're stuck. I mean, they got some serious rust on them. Let me get the pry bar. Take a look. Let's see if we can put that in here. Pry on that. Will she come out? Or won't come out? Or am I going to slip and do some damage to myself? Alright, that's not going to work. We're going to have to do this the honest way. Let me show you. Right there. So double plated with the center hub on it. I got to get these 4 bolts loose. Yeah, that's not so bad. Not funny how that works. Oh, that one's bad. Oh, there she goes. Oh, now the bolt's turning. There's one nut. Broken washer. Alright, it's going to take a little bit to get those 3. We'll be back when we get the wheel off. So, the last bolt of these 4 here didn't want to come undone. So I took the hammer, beat on it like that, rotated it out of the way, got the wheel out. So now, flip that switch down, go up, all the way, come down. If you do wheeling, you know what this jack does and how it works. There we go. Easy squeezy. The jack's out of the way. So, sitting on the hub right there. We'll get all the stuff off, all the tools, all the parts I'm keeping, or especially the tools. I'll retie this down, and we'll head for the scrapyard and see what we get for this thing. Before we take it to scrap, there's the model number. It's a FC flail chopper 72B. I believe 72 is for how wide the mower is, which should be a 6 foot. And B, that's just the sequence. I think 72 or 72A was first, then B, then this, this is the B. Mine over there, right there, that's a C. That's the next version of the model. Where are we? There we go. And then there's the serial number, 32527. And with those serial number brakes, they do have, like a lot of other equipment, they're different parts, kind of like maybe this gearbox. If I remember right, there's a brake for it on the B to the C. The later ones, which would be identified as a serial number, the later ones would have some of the same parts as a C. So, and for those of you that are into dealership labels, these are both local. This Skolton's Equipment, it's right up north of me, Linden, Washington. And then underneath here is like I think the original sticker. Hard to tell. There's this here, then that. I can't see what this white one is, but this one here, I think that's a Sperry, New Holland case dealer. But this was Gehl's Equipment Company, or you can see it right through there, right underneath this. I don't think, no, I'm not going to be able to remove that without hurting anything. So yesterday when I was working on it, cutting that box off, or getting the box off, I could make out Gehl Equipment. The Gehl was taken over by Skolton's years ago. Gehl used to sell farm equipment. And what the heck's going on here? I'm gonna fall over. There we go. So Gehl used to sell farm equipment, and they used to sell pools. And on top of the building, there was this great big water slide, curved one. Go by there and said, "Oh God, I wish we could have a pool." I'm so glad that we didn't. For the most part, it would have been nice during the summer, of course, but if you live in the northern climate, you know, you don't have much, you know, you might have 4 weeks really warm enough, unless you have a heat pump on your pool. But then, you know, back then you had to have money to do that stuff. And you still kind of do, plus the time to maintain the pool. So anyway, just thought I'd show this. Skolton Equipment, which is the new representation of Gehl. Yeah, I think Skolton bought out Gehl in early to mid 80s. So I was yeah, I was pretty young. Let's leave the age out of it, all right? All right, let's get everything off the deck, get it chained down, and we'll get off to the scrapyard before they close. I'm back. Just got back from the scrapyard. As you can see, the trailer's empty, a little dirt rust on it. Today I got 130 bucks a ton, so that's 65 cents a pound. The chopper I had on, remember, I had no auger on the back, no sheet metal on the back, and no spout. Then I also needed that gearbox. I got the gearbox off. I took the tires, took the PTO shaft, and that double yoke short stubby drive shaft off the gearbox to the flywheel. So not bad. 1,300 pounds is what it weighed, and I got 84 bucks back. Paid 100 bucks, so I'm out 16 there. Spent about a quarter of a tank of fuel, so at 35 and 15, so I'm out 50 bucks. Well, not really, because I got 2 tires, the gearbox, the 2 shafts, some extra cutting blades. So it worked out pretty good. Hopefully this is exactly the box that I need. If not, I do have some parts. I'm pretty sure it's the right box, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll have to do a little work on it. I'll have to check the bearings. I know I need 2 new seals. I mean, especially while it's out, let's get the new seals in it and take care of that before we put it back together. So that's going to wrap this up for this video. I'll make another video on putting that chopper together. So thanks for watching. If you like this, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notifications. If you do subscribe, hit the notifications. That way you keep up to date on what I'm putting out. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.